Friday. It's the 12th of September 2025. Yeah. We were John C. Roseman, California. Yes, we hear in the background, she must be obeyed. And I've got muted on television right now about killer caught who did the fatal deed against the old mouth of Utah. So Charlie Kirk's killer has been caught because his father turned him in. Turned him in. How's that grab you? Well, it should. Because they didn't know that their own son, family son, just decided to pull the trigger. 22-year-old. He looks like he's aged more like 25 or 27. And while the news conference was people bloviating left Craig, including the FBI so-called director, Kash Patel, trying to get his face in the pictures. They flew out to Utah just for the news conference. Well, he didn't stay for the manhunt. But the shooter was turned in. He walked in there and surrendered himself, so now Utah wants to kill him. For a religious state, they want to kill him. Basically, they're well into the Old Testament. Very much so. So on the news, they're going to be giving out a lot of details about this guy that they have, going into theories and anything and everything else concerning about why we're getting into the time of executions. Not executing people after they caught them, but why we got people doing political executions. And now the fear-mongering is this going to be continuing? Well, if you got an anger and hatred that badly and you still want to get it, communicated to people, doesn't matter what you call it, you're still going to be committing murder. I heard a lot of politicians and pundits out there trying to walk back the right's view on the left, which is the left is all violent, and the right kept pointing fingers, and the left kept saying, we denounce all violence. This was violent. This was not supposed to happen. Discord, if we have discussions over viewpoints, is one thing. But you guys are labeling us as killers. So I don't know what to think about the damn politics at this point. I think they're all fools and idiots. I'm not going to select one particular side because I know both sides are crazy enough anyway, but I know the left isn't murderers, and the right just wants to go extreme and scare the crap out of people. At least that's what they're trying to portray themselves as, especially when clips of themselves are being portrayed across the media. Doesn't matter if it's the internet or otherwise. And they're pointing fingers and they're stomping up the ground saying, they are the evil ones. It's like, chill out. No, you're possessed with demons. We must purge. We must instill fear upon you. Ah! It's like, you guys want the violence. Here's a bloody nose for you. What do you think? Say what kind of actions they did. They are violent. They reacted to me when I was pointing and accusing them. I am righteous. I am victorious. I am vindicated. You are nothing but lie. The better course was, instead of hitting the guy with the nose, saying, shut up. Walk away. Come back here, I'm not done interrogating you. Flip off. Come back here, I'll get the mobs after you. I'll instill fear and terror after you. You have no choice but to do a violent confrontation with me. Here, have a Coke and smile. You insufferable, you insult me! It's like you want to get him on a camera and just say, this is ego at work. This is ego on drugs. Any questions? You're accusing me of being on drugs? Yeah, you're high on your own damn brain chemicals right now. Have a nice day. Come back here! Why? And give you more power? Yes! I need to feed my ego more. That's what I've been seeing. That's what I've been hearing. You get past all the damn bloviated. You get past all the blowhard. And that's all you see is ego, 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 ego. Walking, talking, massive egos. Now, why do I know about it? Because I know I'm an egomaniac at times. Except I didn't do it in a form or fashion where I'm shoving it down people's throats and being angry about it. No, I just wore a medal all over me, a vest or something. Prove to people that I'm a lunatic. But everybody else wants to show that they are, and they're going to be talking about it a great deal. Meanwhile, the old gas bag is on media accounts and just being his own, his own spokesperson. Talking about this, talking about that. He loves the camera too much. He needs the attention. He needs to feed his ego. He goes on a network and goes crazy. And somehow he got the information concerning about the shooter of Charlie Kirk, who turned himself in. He's crowing. He's crowing on Fox again. So now the pundits are going after each other. Governor of Utah says, why don't you get off the internet? Love your kids, hug your kids, do this, but get off the internet. Like we used to do a long time ago. What they did a long time ago? Well, we did a long time ago. We dealt with newspapers. We dealt with corporate media who actually had news for a change. We talked about things. We discussed things. We shared books. We argued with people. Well, we didn't pull out the daggers and start stabbing each other in the back, nor did we pull out the flintlocks or any little derringers and have a little shooting party. No. But we didn't do any fisticuffs or chains either. We didn't go after each other. We talked. We discussed in groups. Maybe the only civilized thing we actually did back then is try to talk about situations. But it's getting worse and worse. Where one opinion's got to be above the other because we're feeding egos. And that's all we're doing is feeding egos. Is the nation happy? I don't know if it is the nation happy that we caught Charlie Kirk's killer. For one side, they'll say, yeah, we got the violent bastards. Now, let's put them where they got to be. And I'm thinking to myself, this is what we turn out to be, crazy people. But that's what we are, crazy people, because we turn out to be lunatics. So now what do we do? Well, life goes on. We'll probably have another public building to be shot up. And we'll talk about school shootings, and we'll talk about how useless our words and thoughts are, and how we should have, God forbid, we should have gun control. Oh no, not thought beating again, no. Yeah, I can be sarcastic as hell on these things. It's no joke when you see somebody get murdered in front of you. It's no joke when you're in a war zone and someone says that you're the ones causing shit while you're trying to defend your home. You're the one causing the other person. The other person's trying to get into my home. Well, that's your excuse. You don't have to shoot them. You're coming onto my country without any invites, and you want to take over? You need to be managed. And this is where we have our wars. We've had people going over into the war zones of Ukraine to get an accurate picture of what's going on. And one particular person got a world full. It took him days or almost weeks just to decompress, to put it into perspective. I'm glad he's got some kind of perspective. Because after hearing what other people have been bloviating about and bellowing and puffing out their chests, sometimes you can really see what's going on. So, what do I say and do about Charlie Kirk? He's dead, he's gone. His teaching's still there, unfortunately. He kept saying about peace when he kept doing the opposite, when he kept saying the opposite. He says he's a Christian, but he wasn't helping anybody. So, I don't believe in him. And if people followed his bullshit by saying that they're Christians while murdering and hurting people, then I don't believe him either. And if they happen to protect those and say that they're righteous because it's the other side that wants to kill them, but don't prove it, I don't believe them. Actions speak louder than words. And some actions tell volumes. I know one of these here today, my words are going to be, they're going to be used against me. I know. Boomerang effect. I'm well aware. I may not be happy about it, but I'm aware that the power of words have a way of changing dynamics one way or another. And if we're not careful, might change our landscape to what we don't recognize it as. Okay. That's my 2 cents. Funny thing is, I don't have any 2 cents in my pocket. I'm in debt and broke about it. Okay, somebody got to send me the bill. That being said,